Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Grunts and Grumbles podcast. I'm Vince.
I'm Tom.
And welcome back.
How you doing?
I know we had a little break, but it's good.
Well,
I needed, you know.
Easter family,
Hey,
things happen.
time off is good
Hiding
for
eggs.
the soul.
Burying
I was
eggs.
burying some eggs. No, I wasn't. But it's good to be back. It's good to be here. It's good to be seen and heard.
Weather's getting better, kind of.
Oh, my God,
we
yeah.
had that freak snowstorm last week.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
It just kind of happened overnight.
I swear I forget so many things that happen all the time, man. My memory is just like completely useless.
Is it oatmeal right now?
Well, I'm eating a lot of oatmeal, so it should be helping me.
Well,
I'm eating my power foods.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Weather changing and, other thoughts being, obviously with last episode we were talking about going to Europe and coming back.
Yeah.
Did you really have a decompression time to just think about everything you've done? And
it's been a while since then. Right. So, yeah, I think so. And I just been hanging out, and I went through, not working, so I was just home and just, honestly, I played so many video games.
Okay.
And I'm back on that bullshit again. I'm just, I need to shut my brain off, and I'm just playing, I started playing that God of War.
Okay.
It's a fun game. I fucking hate his son. I hate having
you've never played it before.
No, I played the newest one, the newish, but it was I don't know when it came out, but before you were just him and Kratos, and you had those just fucking things. Now you have a kid and you have to do things with him. I hate it. I hate that little prick. But it's getting a little better. It's getting a little better. But other than that, I started a fucking meal prep, man.
Okay.
So now, like I was telling you before I came down here. I cook all my food for the week.
Right.
So tonight when I get home, I just prepared. I was doing the marinade, letting it sit in.
Right.
Do a little something. And I made a big old pot of rice, and I'm just gonna. I have bought those containers.
Yeah.
The reusable ones,
right?
Obviously, because it was Earth Day. So I'm saving the planet. Reusable plastic, and then I drink water bottles. Hey man, I can only do so much. And then I put. I measure everything. I'm measuring ounces. I'm measuring cups.
Yeah.
It's fucking boring. Let's not talk about that.
I've had to do that for some time now, too.
God, it's awful. But the weather's great now, man.
Yeah.
I was just driving down here, windows down, tunes blasting, little Lexus on fire.
Oh, yeah?
New song came out.
Okay.
It's pretty good. You're not a fan of that? That's okay.
It has its moments. I'll just say that.
I want to bring one thing up.
Okay.
Real quick.
Okay.
Because we were talking about before. When I said Pink Floyd's shit.
Yes.
I got lots of people saying they agree with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Thank you very much. I'm not going to name names.
What's the demographic?
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Snitches get stitches. That's the demographic right there.
I'm saying.
Nuh-uh.
Wow.
I'll tell you after the show who one person who said it.
Well, I think I kind of know.
Well, you might not.
He's been on the show before?
Not going to confirm or deny that.
He lives in this building?
No, I'm not going to confirm or deny that either.
He's Jamaican? His birthday was yesterday?
I don't think he is Jamaican. But I'm going to say, I was going to bring that up, actually. Shout out to my man, Denzel. Happy birthday, my boy. I don't think he's Jamaican, though. He might be. Happy birthday, my guy. Biggest fucking stud I ever met in my entire life. That's all I'm going to say. Love him. Love him to death. Happy birthday. I think he's 30. Yeah,
no, I don't know. I thought he was 27.
29?
Yeah, whatever.
30? Anyway,
the guy that never ages and then never tells the truth.
Yeah. I love him. Love him to death. But yeah, so the weather, I feel happy driving down here. I'm gonna barbecue today. I was just gonna cook in the kitchen, but then the weather's so good. So, you get nice sun, nice breeze.
They said it was gonna be 23 today, but it's not gonna hit that high.
No, and I think tomorrow's gonna be 15, but rain.
I know. Only the Canadians, sorry for the American viewers, 23 for us is 23 Celsius.
Yeah, what is that?
Not Fahrenheit,
man. I don't know.
So you're talking about 52.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Isn't there? There's a simple equation that you're supposed to be able to find out.
Okay, well 32 is 0. Okay,
correct.
So just
33 is not 1.
2.5 up is how you do it.
2.5 up from
32. So 32.
So 1 degree would be
2.5.
34.5.
Yes.
Fair.
Yes.
And then blah 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 blah.
Yes.
Blah,
yeah.
All right, Americans, whatever. Why can't we just be on one fucking system?
Listen, we were with them in the Universal with inches and all that stuff. Trudeau Senior changed everything to metric back in the 60s because he thought it would be better for Canadians to adopt what the rest of the world was doing, was going metric.
Okay.
So he changed everything. We had gallons instead of liters too for fuel.
Well, I like liters.
But he never changed the conversion for the liters from gallons.
Okay.
So there's 4 liters to a gallon.
Okay.
When he did the conversion to change it back to liters, he didn't swap out the conversion to -4.
Oh.
So we got screwed by that too. So good old government and always screwing us up the ass.
You know what? I kind of like. I like liters better than gallons. I feel like in milk anyway. I don't want to buy a gallon of milk. I want to buy like a liter of milk. You know what I mean?
You sound like Farva and Super Troopers. Oh, my liter of goddamn cola.
That was such a good movie, man. I'm gonna rewatch. Did you watch the second one?
Yes,
it was good.
Okay. Again, like. The first one took me a while to get into because I never really watched it right away. It was kind of the hype. Oh, you got to watch this movie, and I did. And I do like the Broken Lizards guys for
they're great
for various reasons.
They had a good horror one too. That was
the beach one,
beach something. I don't know,
and love how they come together, the five of them, and they write a script and they all play each other in it and stuff. Second one, I felt like they left it more to because it was crowdsourcing. So I think they left it up to how the fans wanted to bring the movie out.
Okay.
I think
it was good.
I could be wrong.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun, like introducing like Mounties and stuff like that. Like
decent.
if you haven't seen it, like they
and
bring
Will
there and like Will Sasso is
the French Canadian.
So
good.
Yeah, he's good.
So good.
He's good. I worked with him. I did a movie with him in Nunavut.
Oh really?
Yeah, he was in that movie.
Oh my god.
Yeah, great guy. Super nice, man.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Always on. He was always on.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, always on. He was always doing like an Arnold thing, and then you could have seen his like his Instagram was like him walking around Nunavut like pretending to be Arnold with that filter.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What the fucking shit?
Yeah, you gotta go to next and then we got some computer issues.
Oh my god. Do I decline that?
Yeah, decline.
Yeah. For those of you who are listening, you don't know what's going on.
There's
those of you who are watching, what the fuck?
I know.
Like
technology.
Goddamn fucking computer, man.
And
no, it's just the bane of my existence. I hate it.
Updates suck for everything. I just got the new update on my phone.
Okay.
Instagram doesn't work. It's stuttering every video. It's stopping everything. It almost feels like they're censoring me for something that I didn't do. Because I can't watch videos. I can't watch reels. Everything stops or stutters. Or
maybe it just got canceled.
Maybe
Apple canceled you.
Yeah,
they saw what you were looking at. Fuck Tom.
You know what?
Let's. You're the only one who got an update.
I'll show
you.
No
one else got it.
I'll show you what I was looking at. I got high last weekend. So last weekend, my for the Easter weekend, my longest friend and oldest friend, Sean, who's also in the military, came down for the week for the weekend, and we hung out. We ate some food. We went shopping and all this stuff. And really good guy, salt of the earth type thing.
Sure.
We'll give you the honest truth, even if you're not ready to hear it.
I'm never ready to hear from him. I'll tell you that much.
So
never.
Yeah, he was there. Yeah, he helped with the donating the blood there when we did the blood drive.
Yeah, we did the blood drive. Yeah. They called me again trying to donate blood.
Oh, did they?
Do a quick step. We'll go back to your story.
Okay.
And I said, hey guys, listen, I'd love to donate blood, but you guys told me when I got my paperwork that I'm a universal recipient. Remember?
Right.
So I'm not. My blood's no good for anybody. Except people with the same type as mine.
You're selfish.
And then I'm selfish. I'm selfish in life and in my blood. And I said, kind of like, honestly, I'm like, what's the point? Like, it's kind of useless. Like, no offense. Like, I want to help out, but I'm like, really just helping out people like me, and they can literally get anybody's blood. Any sucker can give them the blood, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, yeah, that's true, but your plasma's good. They liked my plasma.
Okay.
My plasma is the good one.
Okay.
Hey, yo. I'm only selfish for my blood.
Okay.
My plasma, for the world.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, whatever that means. Whatever the difference is.
I'm not sure what that means either. So I meant to go, but I haven't gone yet.
Well, you still can. There's still time.
True. But go on.
So going back to my story. So Sean and I were hanging out. We're telling stories. We always reminisce on the past and things that we did, foolish things. We were trying to get him on the show, but like I said, it was just a conflict with things. We'll get him on.
So you guys were talking about the past, like you're talking like when you guys hung out with
Jesus? Well, fast with Jesus, yeah.
When you guys fast times with Jesus?
Yeah, reminiscing about the Bible days. And so, we were watching the fights. We were watching some stuff on TV. We watched the new Jackass movie again.
Oh, yeah.
And I ended up getting high.
Nice.
On edibles.
Nice. I hate them.
And I was smart because unlike the last time when I mentioned we watched Jackass and I got too high, the blood rate went up and my watch almost exploded. The Holter monitor almost exploded. I ate half a cookie this time.
Oh, smart.
And of course, Sean starts showing me videos of shark footage.
Like people getting eaten by sharks?
No, nothing that horrific, but just
sharks swimming?
Just like sharks swimming and then coming up to the cage and I'm just like mesmerized. I'm like, like everything that was happening in that world, just like I'm now underwater. I'm now like
Jesus
going at these sharks, and I'm just like, oh. And there's the one video, of course.
Yeah,
he sends me this, and it's this guy on a surfboard, and he goes, "Oh, is those dolphins?" And he goes to like
get close to a dolphin.
Like he starts to like surf away from it. Like he's like, "Oh no, that's a shark." So he starts surfing away, and as you can tell, he's kind of looking back at it
because he's being chased by a shark.
And he's like, "Oh no, it's a dolphin!" And he wipes out.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, his head goes under the water, and the shark's coming right at him.
Hey, yo.
It's the freakiest...
What do you do? Do you just, like, punch it?
That's it. The video ends.
Because the guy's dead. How'd they get that footage, man? The guy's fucking dead.
It was freaky. I'm like, oh, shit.
Keep me out of the fucking water, man. There's too much shit.
And when you're high, you're just like, you start crying.
You know what? I know we touched base on, like, that metaverse or whatever.
Right,
man.
okay.
But imagine, like, you watching those videos, like, with the Oculus thing on, and how much crazier that would be.
It was crazy.
You'd be drowning. Don't hold your breath.
Like,
don't hold your breath because you're not really underwater. Okay.
It was crazy even being sober, like to watch something like that.
Yeah.
Because, and I hate when it cuts it off. Like whether it's CG or not, the fact that you see something that's terrorizing coming at you that quickly, you're like.
You think? I think it gets you to search for more videos to try to find the rest of it. I think that's it. Maybe. So you start watching it. Like, oh, you see another clip, and you look for the next one. I know this because
you've also fell down this rabbit hole.
Yeah, but with porn. I'm like, wait a minute. There's a whole 4 minutes in the middle I didn't get to see.
Those are different type of animals.
Listen, different sharks.
The beast with two backs.
Sometimes it's worth searching for the right videos. Right. I'm gonna say.
Man, I'm just like I said. It was mesmerizing watching these shark videos. Man. And just like. I forgot where I was for like an hour. After 5 minutes, I'm like, send me that. So I'm just like watching this on the screen, and I'm just like,
Jesus.
I know we touched this. Would you ever like, even if it was a cage, if it was supervised diving?
No, man.
Fishing?
No,
none of that.
No, I'm not doing that.
No,
man. They throw fucking chum in the water. They throw like bait for the shark to come to you. It's not just happen to be like, hey, this is the shark's home, and let's drop a cage in there. They're getting him food, and he's like, oh, look at this fucking tasty meal. When's this snack coming out? And
there's one like that's 24 feet, and it's like 78 years old, and it's like, Jesus.
No, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Do you like Shark Week?
I mean, it doesn't matter to me.
You never watched?
No, man. I'm not watching
nature. It's something educational.
I'm not watching fucking documentaries. The only Shark Week I'm watching is like I'll watch Jaws. I'll watch that like Megalodon movie. Like that's what I'll watch. I'll watch those ones.
Deep Blue Sea.
Yo, whatever. Say what you want. Deep Blue Sea was good, man. It was fine. LL Cool J. Ladies love Cool J.
I've got a question I'm going to ask you. It came up today.
Did we talk about how I hate that his name is Ladies Love? That LL. I think we talked about it.
We did.
I don't know, man. It's been 5 episodes. I can't remember what we talked 55 episodes ago.
Yeah, and to think that was like, that's got to be something that he came up with himself.
Oh, yeah. You think his boys are like,
hey, LL.
Hey, LL, you know, because ladies love you. The ladies love you, my guy. Nah, you fucking asshole. It should have been something like
Will Smith.
Lex Luthor, Cool J, or something cool, man. That's bullshit. Ladies love. I don't know. Where's the proof, man?
Yeah,
I want proof. I need proof.
Yeah.
How do I know the ladies love him? Because that's hearsay.
Okay, so I got a question to ask you, and
yes,
I know this is going to go way over your head.
Oh boy,
this is going to take the hour.
I swear we should like ask me these questions before we go on the air, so I have some time to fucking think about it.
Right out of the cannon. Okay,
yeah, I'm ready.
You gotta love fuck, marry, and kill. No, just kidding.
Yes, and yes.
So
can it all be one person?
You're dating someone new.
Yep.
And you have the opportunity to show them one movie, only one movie, that encompasses everything there is to know about you.
Holy
your values,
shit.
Your fantasies, and your fears. What is the film?
Full Metal Jacket.
Really?
No. Split.
I
would say Split.
That would blow my mind if it was Full Metal Jacket.
Split, because I'm 3 different people in one body. No. That's a great question, man.
And I'll leave this open to everyone else who's watching.
Anybody who's watching and listening, feel free to like
chime in on that.
Chime in, like fucking someone send us a message, would you? Are you getting them? Maybe I'm not seeing them.
Yeah, I see them.
Nobody fucking sends me nothing.
Yeah, the Germans are friendly. We just had to like. Give
them no. That's why I got a message. About Germans. Yeah, and I said, no, you're not. They're like, yes, we are. I'm like, I hate to tell you, I don't want to be that guy, but you're not.
Yeah.
No, that's true, I guess so. Oh, man, I don't know. That's tough, bro.
Come on.
What kind of movie? What movie would describe me?
Yeah.
I don't even know. I couldn't.
I know you got like 50 on your fucking arm.
Yeah, but I'm not a fucking serial killer. Oh, it's Halloween. Why? Because I like killing babysitters. I just love murdering. I just really love murdering. The Exorcist, because I'm raised Catholic, and I like the fact that I can get possessed and throw up on priests.
Yeah, okay.
I don't fucking know. You have one? You got
yeah,
one?
I do. Of course. Come on.
Of course, because you had fucking 4 fucking days to figure it out. When whoever sent that to you,
it was a half hour before you came.
Someone sent that to you just a half an hour before I got here.
Yes.
I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling fuck. You got that 2 weeks ago.
My movie is Fight Club.
Why? Because you're different. Do you think you're someone else?
No, but I believe in the principles and practices of like the materialism versus like pretending to be something else to please someone else, and then at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter anyway. And we're all being controlled by this big overpower that. How do you stop it? Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a conflicting of like multi-dimensional things and like what gets people's attentions, what wakes people up, that type of thing. Yeah.
Like everybody, Star Wars, right? The good guys and the bad guys in Star Wars. It's essentially just like good and evil, right? It's just like like God and the devil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's all
basically what was it? It was Cecil B. DeMille or someone way back said that all movies, all stories are generated by the Bible. All stories are a derivative from the Bible.
Well, because the Bible itself is a story.
The good, bad, the passion, everything. All that is circumference in every story, even if you like look back at like Shakespeare and all that stuff too. So it's got its origins based on the foundation of...
I don't have an answer. To this
question. Come on.
Man, you had a half an hour. You're giving me like 2 seconds to figure out. I would be like, you think I was like, oh, I'm ready. I've been waiting for someone to ask this question to me my entire fucking life, man.
Snap.
Oh, I was
Quick
waiting.
Fire. Yeah.
Miss Doubtfire.
Yeah. You're never going to be on My Family Feud, I'll tell you that.
No, because they're asking. That's not the type of questions they ask.
We'll put you at the end.
No, because because I'm going to be that fucking guy who knows. No, because you know what? My grandmother watches Family Feud every night, 7:30. I guess those fucking answers,
do you?
Man.
Okay.
I sure do. I sure fucking do. But they don't ask her, what kind of apple are you?
Name a man's
Granny
name.
Smith.
Name a man's name that starts with the letter H.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy goes,
Jose. I love that one. I think there was one back in the day, too, where this guy was like, name a fruit that starts with the letter A. And he was like, orange.
Name a word that starts with pork.
Oh, that one was the best.
Cupine?
Oh, my God. That one was the best. I don't care. Everybody's like making fun of him. That's the best answer I've ever heard in my life on Family Feud. Name something that comes after pork. Cupine. I was like, fuck yes. Yes. I was like, it was not the answer.
It couldn't have been.
No, it wasn't.
No one thinks that way.
No, but that guy's a fucking genius, man.
He was wired a little bit differently, yes.
That guy was a genius.
Yeah.
That guy was like, he was probably like the fourth down the line. They were asking everybody else. He's like, I got the best one. He's like, don't worry. Everybody's like, talking their monks. He's like, don't worry, I got this. I swear, I wished. I wish. Did you see the one on there too where it's like, what would you like your girlfriend to do to your face?
Yeah,
and the guy's like, and this young guy, like nice looking, like, quiet looking guy, is like, Steve, I'm gonna have to say sit on it. And then he's like, yes, sit on it. And it was on there, and he's like, everybody's happy about that one. I was fucking happy about that. That was hilarious, man.
I think it's funny because, I mean, I've seen all the Inceptions from when it was like Richard Dawson.
Yeah.
And Richard Dawson was the kissing bandit. He kissed every woman on the stage. It was just insane.
Hilarious.
And then like there were women like, I just wanted to get another one. And it was just like 5 minutes of them kissing, like making out. Like, hey, that's my wife, man.
She wanted it.
No one said it.
I think that's a divorce right there. I don't know.
And then it was Ray Combs, who unfortunately killed himself sometime after. Combs. Yeah, blonde, kind of a mullet thing in the 80s.
Oh, yeah, maybe I remember.
And then it was Louis Anderson.
Yes.
Who kind of like you could tell he just did not want to be on that show.
He was there for the money,
whatsoever.
Man. He was there for the money.
Because he just was miserable.
Wasn't the guy from Tim the Toolman on there?
No.
Didn't he do it once?
No. Well, maybe as a guest appearance, but I don't think it was
I thought he was there for like a...
Oh, maybe he was.
Yeah, do you remember?
Maybe he was,
not Tim, but the other guy.
Yeah.
Al,
yeah.
Yeah.
Al Borland. Yes.
Fucking love that show, man. Yeah. That was such a good show.
Right.
What was it called? Tool Time. No.
Home Improvement.
Home Improvement. Tool Time was the name of the show he did on TV.
Yes.
That's the one. Fuck, that was good, man.
Yeah.
God, shows were so much better back then. Also, our attention spans were a lot better. I feel like it's been a hard time for me to just like not look at my phone while I'm watching TV.
Well, you know this just because of in the industry. Basically, what killed sitcoms was reality TV. When they introduced all like the Survivor and Big Brother and all these shows that we do talk about, that killed the sitcom area. And all the sitcom actors at that point were saying we can't get work. The only shows we could do our sitcom to work with are Nickelodeon shows like the That's So Raven or anything else. Those are the only sitcoms for like between the late 90s into like mid 2000s.
True.
It's so strange because you got to think that whole genre of everything that we watch is like kind of like went away.
Well, I felt like all of our parents were just like watching the news. That's all they watched.
That's it. Well, yeah.
And we were the ones watching TV.
Yeah.
They would watch their like 8 o'clock, 6 o'clock news, and then the 8 o'clock would be like the feud.
Yeah, the TV is no event anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
no, because you bring your TV with you everywhere you go.
But even too, like Sunday was the Disney hour where you would watch the Disney cartoon or movie for an hour, and then after that was America's Funniest Home Videos.
Love that show,
right?
Man.
And then
I love that.
Then they did a little thing with like America's Funniest People, the standout show or the spinoff show.
Okay.
And then it was just bedtime.
Yeah.
Like, or it was football if you were watching Sunday night football.
Sunday football, yeah.
But everything just had this program, then everyone watched it. It seemed like the next morning you go to school and they go, "Hey Vince, did you watch America's Funniest Videos?"
Yeah, and if you didn't watch it, you were like the kid who didn't watch. Like, it's like now it's like no spoilers, but there was no way of like, hold on, I'm gonna watch it. I PVR'd it.
Yeah,
there's no like, we VCR. We used to record on the VCR or whatever. Yeah. Do you remember when like the fast forward function on the VCR could skip? Anyway, that's not fucking dating myself here. I had a fucking thing that skipped commercials.
Oh really?
It was like I don't know.
Oh, like
it didn't
a TiVo
work.
Thing?
No, but it was like it was on a cassette. But when it knew commercials hit, there was something, and it would just like
a
and then go.
Code maybe.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
That's me talking my broadcast skills. Sorry,
I don't fucking know. I don't know anything about the VCR. You just put the tape in, hit play. You want to record, you hit record.
That's awesome, though.
It was like back when you listened to the radio and you knew your song was coming up, you waited to hit record on your cassette.
Yeah.
And then you had to quickly end it. But sometimes the
DJ
would talk over and you son of a bitch.
So you did that stuff too?
Of course.
Or are you just telling a story that you...
No, I did it.
I do.
I did it, man. And then when you used to and you wanted to leave like your voicemail. And you wanted to put like a song on, and you just like you'd hit the button, you'd do like da da da, and you'd fucking Ashanti Ja Rule or some bullshit, whatever you hear, everybody would do that. All my days alone without you. Hey, you reach Vince, leave a message, and I'll talk to you soon. And you put it back on, like that's the bullshit we used to do, And you're just like, and you call somebody, you listen to that song, you're like, sick, and then you're like, hey, yo, make that longer, don't talk, just leave that, some bullshit.
Yeah.
We were stupid.
It was funny.
Remember when we paid for ringtones? Do you remember that?
And there was the hotlines, all the party lines and everything else. And if you want to hear Freddy Krueger, call this number. It's like, are you kidding me? Like,
yeah, I never did that. But
I don't think it ever came up here. But yeah, there were you just watch it now. You're like, why would how lonely did you have to be to listen to
what would Freddy tell you? Would it be dirty talk with Freddy Krueger? Is that what it is? Is it one of those? Is it one of those phone lines? Was it 99 cent a minute
Depends
call?
How much you pay, I guess.
I'll stab you. Yeah. That's what he said. And you're like, oh yeah, Freddy, stab me, baby. Is that what it was?
Yeah, it's so weird, right? I don't know. They just had that was the entertainment, and it's funny because
that's funny.
If you scale everything back to what we're kind of used to, what we have to have in our everyday lives.
Yeah.
As a kid, I mean, bikes were awesome for me.
Oh, yeah.
Legos were incredible for me. Certain toys were I had to have, but never really got them until special occasions, Christmas or birthdays.
Yeah.
It was never overly saturated with the big new thing. But I still have some of the things that are still those things as a kid.
Yeah,
and I think it changed for me growing up. Was the Nintendo Entertainment System that everything kind of changed because. It wasn't so much that you had to wait for the good weather to play with this toy or wait till the summer so you can do this. This was something that was accessible for everybody anytime you wanted it for playing.
Yeah.
And I think that's what kind of, and again, I'm not knocking it, but it kind of puts you in that perspective going, were we better off with it or without it?
Again, this is a whole talk, the talk about the metaverse sort of a thing, because
right.
that's where we're going with playing video games, VR, and all that kind of stuff. Socially, we were probably better without it.
Right.
But then it's also it's kind of like an escape, like I said, you don't know what to do. It's Friday night or Sunday night or Tuesday and you like got nothing to do, it's good to just be able to like, hey, I'm just gonna pop on some video games, play with some friends.
Right.
You know, like I think it's good and bad. I mean, everything has two sides of the coin. You know what I mean? Like there's always a good thing, there's a bad thing because it stimulates your brain. So you're not just sitting there and like, but you know, no one's really reading anymore. And I still like, I try to read as much as I can here and there. I'm like really bad at it these days, but we all just, there's fads of everything. And you know, and it stimulates your brain, your reaction time's good. Like, you know, you just like, you see things, and it just, I mean, it employs millions of people also too, which is fantastic. Like people who love making the games and I love people who make them.
Yeah. It's funny because, I think that the necessary technology to make us experience things better has improved somewhat, but there's also the really shitty takes on new things that you're going, why would I ever do that? But I just watched some concert footage.
Someone's doing it.
Someone posted today, and it was so I'm not even into this band, but for what I saw, I would definitely want to go to that show. It's Fish.
Oh yeah.
And in the audience, floating over top of them, are whales. And it's not CG. They have to be inflatable, but they look so real. And they're moving as if you're underwater and you're watching the whales.
You think it's just like a...
It's not hologram. I'll show you the video. It's insane. Because you're like...
There's no way they're fucking...
They're not real, obviously.
No, I'm obviously... Obviously, man. But there's no way that they're inflatables. There's no way. Because is the tail moving? Like, what's happening?
Yes, everything. Look, they're swimming in a way that they're swimming in the water, and you're just underneath watching.
Maybe they're just on, like, their strings or
You'll
something.
see. You'll see it.
Maybe there's, like, maybe there's a thing
Maybe
on
I was
string.
still high from last week. I don't know.
Maybe it wasn't in the video at all, and you just imagined
Right?
it.
It's
Because
still
you were
the
watching
shark
the
footage.
fucking shark thing the entire time, and you're like, imagine if there was whales. And then these whales just showed up, and you're like, whoa.
I'm an orange. Don't peel me.
You're a fucking onion. Too many fucking layers in your edibles, bud.
It's
way too many layers in those edibles.
I tell you, it's potent. But it just, so some things
That's
like
kinda
that
cool, man.
with like, you know, when you see concert experience, how it changes. Like, I mean, it's funny. The reason why the Beatles stopped touring in '68 is
they're
because no, it's because
they're not garbage.
the audience.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
The audience they
Calm
were trying
down.
to reach were so big that they didn't have PA systems that were better. Shea Stadium, which was their biggest concert, was being broadcast out or monitored out through the house PA system. So, you know, ladies and gentlemen, now batting for the Mets, third baseman.
Oh, that's what they use for concerts.
that's
Well, why did they stop touring? They could have just did smaller shows.
The technology didn't catch up with what they wanted.
They could have just done smaller shows, man. Small venues.
It was too big. They were too big.
They could have done it.
They just said
Too big. No, so we're just gonna be like, oh, we're too big. We're not doing this.
Did you watch Get Back?
You know I didn't.
So there you go. So don't
You
even
know,
ask.
I'm not gonna. I wasn't asking. I'm not gonna ask anymore. I'm just saying they could have. They could have just done small venues. There you go. I solved it for you. Hey, Beatles guys, you're really fucking on drugs the whole time. Small venues, dudes.
Again, the technology just didn't catch up for it, and now it's like because everything's at par, like the sound, like it is almost quadraphonic. The sounds, like when you're in there, you hear speakers from everything.
Yeah,
you're watching the video. Everything's in like a 4K
spectacle. Also, like, look at all the festivals that are happening, and they have these giant speakers that reach the tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who are like all the way back, like Coachella or.
Did you watch that? The live
Coachella?
stream?
No.
Some interesting acts. I mean, a lot of it I don't know because I don't follow a lot of the musicians.
Sure.
But I can understand the hype of it because it is California. The weather's getting nice.
Was there 2 weekends of Coachella?
Yes.
I was wondering because I saw like some people on like Instagram. They're like, just got to Coachella. I'm like, hey, yo, that was like fucking
a week ago.
I was like, are you okay?
Missed the boat.
I was like, I think this is an old video, my guys. No, I would love to go to like a Coachella or something like that. I just like the idea. Like I love festivals, man.
You're more of an outdoor guy?
I love the inside too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I just think something about being outside is just something better. The sun and the fresh air.
Yeah.
The not
if it's done right, it's perfect. I've had a couple that went south real bad, real fast, and like warp tours that were just like, I don't know why I did this. I don't think I'll ever do this again.
Well, you got to be strategic about it. You can't just go hard at the beginning because then you're fucked all day.
Well, it's the venue too. It's like nothing. They never like irrigated the water or the grass, so everything. that day was all like just this dust bowl. So all these kids moshing, and next thing you know, you're covered in dirt.
Yeah.
And it's hot as hell.
Listen, you don't go in there pretty and stay pretty when you leave.
No,
you go in there nice and you come out fucking filthy.
Yeah.
Like you're sweaty, you're stinky, it's awful, but it's awfully amazing to me.
It's fun. Yeah. I
love it, man.
But stuff for the heat stroke aside, and we ran out of water. You can only
that's bullshit, man. Then go get some more.
Yeah.
Like have a driver. Hey, we're getting a little low. I'd say like within the hour we'll need no water.
Yeah.
Send somebody.
Yeah.
You make a gajillion dollars. You send a guy in a van, fill the fucking van with water. Just bottles. I don't care. It's unfortunate.
Because if anyone
bottles.
in the bands,
that's a different set of water. Right?
Exactly.
There's better. Well, there's the talent water, and then there's the crowd water. When the talent water runs out, they're fucking getting more.
Which was awesome. Did you ever work? Well, yeah, you did work at Downsview, but I worked Downsview when the Heavy 4 tour came out.
Okay.
And that was Megadeth, Metallica, Slayer, and Anthrax were the top 4.
Yeah.
But there were all these other bands playing in. So we weren't allowed to be anywhere near the show on that Saturday or that weekend because
of course
they're closing it down with security and everything. But where we were for that show last year, I think last year or 2 years ago now, before we started C. Yeah. That was the green room for Lemmy and Megadeth.
Oh yeah?
And Motorhead, like, oh my God, the coolers alone, like it was like Lemmy had like 10 of his own coolers marked Lemmy, and then there was like 4 Motorhead.
Hilarious.
It's like, holy shit. And like, so you got to see some stuff happen, but I didn't see the bands or anything. Just saw what they were preparing for these green rooms and stuff.
That's really cool.
And I'm like, this would have been awesome. Like, can I? And I was asking security, can I just sneak in? Like, I'll just, say I'm like prepping the set, and they're like, yeah, we're not even working the set. So,
fuck, that sucks, man.
Right? And then you can't go on the roof of that place because it's not a roof.
No, yeah,
right? It's a lake or makeshift lake.
That's cool, man.
Yeah,
fuck, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh well.
And then I saw the Radiohead stage collapse.
Did you?
Well. We saw it getting set up, and it was setting up for a week, and I was actually with the grips at that point. And we're looking at these guys, and they're going straight up on this one vertical. They're harnessed up, but it's just like there's no support, so you could just see them already. And, the key rigging grip, who's well-known in our industry, looks up, he goes, this has disaster written all over it.
Yeah.
Sure enough, that weekend, stage collapsed.
Jesus.
And like we saw, like you could drive by because they were investigating for like 3 weeks afterwards. The whole thing was just a mess. And like, like that's
safety,
sad.
man. Just like
it was sad.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
there's like so many like concert things that happen and like stage collapsing. It's like people are exhausted. They're not giving people enough time to
or like
set up and sleep.
Here's $15. We need your help, and then you have no clue what the job is. I'm just telling you. Put this there, hang this up here, now go up for like 50 feet. I don't even ask, are you afraid of heights? Because there's no time to it.
Yeah,
just get up there. And again, like, we shouldn't have to have those incidences for any of it, especially when it's about music, it's about concerts. Like, it's an experience when you go to these things, whether you like the band or not. They're there for the reason that there's people that are into them, and they're trying to give them the best that they can.
No, obviously.
And, I mean, to think that this was maybe their stage set up or it was something that was recommended to them because of how big the venue was going to be. But I mean, the Rolling Stones concert, that SARS concert there in 2003, that took 2 weeks to set up.
Yeah.
And they were hiring our local to help out with it.
Were they?
Yeah. So it's funny. My pager happened to break that week. I missed the call.
Did you say pager?
Yes, we were pager run at that point, and everyone was.
2003. I was still in school.
I know.
I was still in high school.
And somehow my pager wasn't working that night, so I missed the call for the week to work on the Stones.
Oh fuck!
But all my friends did, and I ended up working on the Justin Timberlake, Christina Aguilera stage at the ACC. So I really didn't miss out on that one.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then it was Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen with Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
The rest of the week. So I didn't lose work. You just
didn't get the Stones.
Yeah, and all my buddies who are not Stones fans or not Rush fans at that point anyway going, dude, we're in the lunch line. Keith Richards is like 2 people away from me now. I'm like,
hilarious.
You know, like it's like I hope you
whatever.
You know, but then
Listen, I was in the lunch line with the Jonas Brothers. Okay, how about that? What's up?
But the funniest thing after
Kevin
that was
Joe.
The night after, like once that show ended, that night when they all had to clean everything up.
Yep.
And they bring like bulldozers and forklifts onto the like field to clean everything up.
Yeah.
And they're running over the bottles that are filled with piss and they're exploding on everyone. And I'm
gross.
like, yeah, that's a better trade-off that I missed all that shit.
Yeah, good. You went to the ACC and set up for Justin Timberlake. But
what was cool, though, is that the Thursday of the sound checks, AC/DC played a full set just for the guys. Like, thanks for being here. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't even be on the stage. And with everything that happened and what's going on, we're going to play this for you guys. And played a full set as their warm-up for everyone that was working.
Fuck, that's cool, man.
Yeah, AC/DC. Like, you
Did
can't,
Justin Timberlake do that for you at the ACC?
No, I didn't see any of them.
Did Christina
I didn't see any of them, no. But I was up like
Wait, was that when Christina Aguilera was like the Dirty Tour?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I would have done that one for sure.
And I was actually up on 200 feet above in the rafters and pulling like pull chain.
Oh, cool.
Up.
Sweet.
You want to do that and then slide and like take 10-minute break, get your arms ready. Okay.
Yeah.
Up again.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
Oh yeah. I miss those days, but that was fun.
I'd love to do that.
Yeah. And like
I want to be a roadie, man. That's what I want.
Every once in a while I'll look up at the ACC whenever I'm there and going,
that was that.
Yeah, that was that. I was up there. You can see where
I'd love to go on tour with the band and just like set up stuff. I would love to do that.
A lot of it is just local when they get it. Like Local 58 does it.
And they just like when they ship the truck, you fill the truck, send it to the next city, and the next city unloads it. Yep. There's no
depends. It depends on if like they actually need you like as the light tech or the sound tech, then you're traveling.
Okay. Well, but I mean
that would be I don't know like a management group that does that.
Do that anyway.
But the cameraman, all that stuff. Well, cameraman 667.
Yeah, that's throughout all.
I would love to do that, just to sit the camera and like.
Oh, and just like fall around with them.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Do they do that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
At the big ones, big cameras. It's not just like little handheld ones anymore.
I'm not sure. No, I don't think so. I think it's still big at the amphitheater. Yeah, there's still the big. Oh yeah, ones. I guess the mountain ones. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. When I was at the amphitheater watching Blink-182 once.
Okay.
And Travis had like a broken ankle. The drummer.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh,
He was still playing. It was amazing. He wheelchaired onto his drum set,
right,
and then sat down on the thing and played. And then like there was like a weird little pause. He wheelchaired out. He was gone. Like okay, well maybe he was going to the bathroom or something.
Right.
Then all of a sudden you just see like this drum set raise up out of the middle of something, and he's like fucking on. He's strapped in, and he's like remember when Tommy Lee did it?
Yeah.
He did that in the Molson Amphitheater with a fucking
thing.
broken ankle. And he was like upside down fucking playing drums. I was like, this is the coolest fucking shit, man.
I just watched, it's funny enough that you mentioned that. I just watched another video a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
He had a broken wrist and he's playing.
Travis?
It's like, yeah, he doesn't need both hands.
It's fucking one of the best drummers in the world.
And then, of course, I find out with the sessions.
Yeah.
And I don't want to break anyone's hearts, but he's never played a full drum set in the studio. It's always a loop. So he'll play a rhythm and that gets looped.
Yeah, that's fine. Who cares?
Yeah. But
it's not like he's not a good drummer, man.
No, I know. He does crazy beats.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
But that dude's also like doing things for like 12 bands at once.
The fact that he survived out of all of his friends from a plane crash and can still be here and talk about it is insane.
It's nuts. But, and he's like he does for like all sorts of bands, man. He's just doing drums, guest things on different all like pop music
Lil Wayne
to
and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. He's the fucking one of the best drummers. If he wants to loop. I don't give a fuck. As long as it sounds good.
It's.
But then he does his like little fun, like so he'll do like the main loop, and then when he comes to the thing, he'll just do his little part there where he's just like a do, and then something, and then well, fuck, I don't care.
Yeah,
mean nothing to me. How did they know that?
How you can tell? You can tell that there's breaks when we do the session. And you hear the pause breaks.
See, that's breaks. One thing about that session.
Don't
thing.
even.
I don't want to know.
Don't even.
You're taking away some of the magic.
No, you're not.
You're showing magic, and you're also taking away magic.
Trust me,
it's like a magician. You're seeing all the tricks of a magician.
If you were in the session Friday night,
I popped into one recently.
What's one?
I don't know. I can't remember. I popped in. I was listening. It was just like I can't remember. And he's like, and now we're gonna put this, and I'm like, all right, cool.
Friday night was a trip. He spent 4 years remixing the Peter Gabriel "In Your Eyes."
He did?
Yes.
Okay.
And I know why. And I'm not going to tell that story. That's his story to tell. But I know why he did it. and he remixed it to a point where the tonal frequencies of it is like if you were high on ketamine, it gives you the experience while you're on ketamine. But
so
it
he
didn't
remixed it to people who do drugs?
Yeah, it didn't necessarily have to be ketamine. You could be on any other substance, psychotropics, whatever, or sober. Didn't matter. And headphones as a prerequisite.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I had a cookie again. And
hey, yo, Tom the drug addict here all of a sudden here. Holy.
And laid back in my bedroom, turned all the lights off, and it's a 26-minute remix.
Fuck that.
Listen.
Fuck
just listen. The tones that were coming out of these headphones, I could feel tingling in the back of my neck.
Yeah.
Shoulders, like and it moved.
You're having a stroke, dude. I think.
Dude, it put me in places that I don't ever want to leave without my headphones on anymore. I kind of want to just like experience new songs again, just in case there's that feeling.
So you got the adapter for your phone?
Yeah.
So you can plug these things in?
I've got two.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And it's like world changing.
Oh, my God. Like, unbelievably so. Like, even with songs like yeah, I've heard this a million times before.
Yeah. Better.
No, yeah.
Because a good set of headphones really changes the life.
But it's also because he enhances it too while you're playing it. Like, he's putting it up over a mix, and then you're hearing certain things that you haven't heard before and go, like, yeah, again, something that you really have to experience. I can't keep talking about it every episode. Otherwise, I'll just turn this into the sessions and just hand it over to Christian.
And I'll be out of here.
But I definitely
tune in on Vince's amp.
Yeah, I definitely want amp to come up. I'm ready. I just, like I said, when you came in, I just like found something. I don't know, like YouTube is onto my algorithm now too, because of like top 70 songs of 1978. And I just was like, oh, like the first 5 songs, I'm like, why the hell was this even a hit? Like, I Love to Love. Like, okay, this is boring as hell. But then when I got right down the line with Jerry Rafferty, I'm like, oh, here we go. Okay, I'm in. Yeah.
And I mean, like, people had different music tastes in the 70s.
The 70s was just weird because it was just like, it was not just like
it was very
the
like
artists
Christian
on the radio.
Folky also, and it was very
and the variety shows. So here's Johnny Cash and Hee Haw and all these other shows bringing all these other artists in, and then it was just that.
And there was also like you couldn't swear. There was no swearing. There was no anything in like music because then like no one would listen to it because it was very it was a terrible thing to swear.
Right.
Now I swear every fucking 3 seconds, and here we are.
And it's like, well, it's funny, 78, and they didn't play any Clash songs. They didn't play any they played Ramones, I Want to Be Sedated. That came out in 78. I mean,
okay. But what was the Clash's like biggest song in the 78? It had to be in 78, right? Or was it
it would have been they started in 77. So
okay, so maybe
the first album.
Maybe they didn't release an album in 78. That's why.
I think. Well, again, it's just because it was so controversial to say even punk.
Yeah.
That it wasn't on any radio. It was basically so underground still that unless you were in the UK,
they weren't popular then, so that's probably why.
It was different. It was just like, where do we put this platform? Because it was very heavy.
You put them in the basements of all the clubs in all of New York. That's what you do.
It was anti-government. It was anti-establishment. It was pro-people, pro-worker, and a lot of it just didn't translate on the friendly radio, like you said.
Can't put it on the radio. You can't have the sitting in a shop like a barber shop, or you're sitting in like in the supermarket
and saying hate and wars, all the things we heard today.
Oh, for sure.
White Riot, nothing like that.
Can't do any of that.
No.
Now you walk around the grocery store, it's all like, top 40.
London. I hear London Calling as I'm going into the thing. Hey, I hear London Calling in the grocery store.
Yeah.
And then I'm in the liquor store and I hear might as well go for a soda. And I'm like, well, what the irony for that is,
Well, you need to mix your liquor with something.
Might as well go for a soda.
It's vodka sodas. It's rum and cokes. It's
I don't want to get that at the SCBO. You know what I mean? I'm buying. I know what I'm doing there for. And all of a sudden, might as well go for a soda. It's like, fuck you, Kim Mitchell.
Yeah, fuck you, Kim Mitchell.
Oh man,
I don't fucking know, man.
And it just the musical adventures I've been on since October, and like last Friday, 2 Fridays ago now, it was amazing because it was like, I'm not going to tell you what song it is. You're just gonna have to tune in at like 9 p.m. or 6 p.m. Pacific. So everyone's like, what is it? What is it? And I even had people from the sessions going, what song do you think would be? I'm like, I have no clue.
Yeah.
And I made something inappropriate. It said something inappropriate the day before that I don't want to repeat, but I just want to say that people were like, kind of like, oh, you might have been onto something, but it wasn't. And he goes to sit down. We're all like putting our things on and we're getting ready. And Sean was here, like I said, and he just pushes play, and it was Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up, and did the sessions of that. And yeah, I mean, you can't hate it. Like, it puts a smile on everyone's face.
You fucking love this session stuff.
Man. I love it. Listen, there's so many things that you learn from the music.
I want to know, is it more about the music or the community that you like?
Both.
Absolutely
what more?
Both. What's more?
Well, the music brought me in. The music will keep me in, no matter what the song is.
Yeah.
But the energy of that room,
the
positivity of that room, all the people I've met, all the basically like just the well-wishers, just everyone's in the same vibe. And the fact that everyone's feeling the same exact energy throughout the whole thing. And even my friends, like, you know, you've been on it, Vinny's been on it, Sean's been on it, Doug's been on it. They're like, I would have never heard that song before in this way if it wasn't for this.
Yeah.
So they're getting their minds blown too.
That's cool, man.
It's saving music. It really is. It's because either it's our sound systems or it's just something because we hear it somewhere else or it's overplayed that we miss out on the magic of actual artists being in a room, in a studio going, okay, we're going to do this. Like for us, it's just, okay, it's easy. Push this play and like we're talking.
Not that easy.
Well, again, we can make it as seamless as we want to, but think about it as a musician, and you think, especially in the 80s when everything was still synthesizer and like trying to build. If this was saying, okay, this is going to play your music, all the music is going to come from here, and you've never seen this thing before, and you make something that's like now the staple for every other song for the next decade or generations to come out of something you just kind of like were dicking around with.
He's fucking around.
And it's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And that still holds true to like listening to today. Like it has its place.
It's true.
And you know, like you can't, like if you break down music, and I've always done that, like who's gonna say like disco music wouldn't be anything without James Brown, because James Brown brought the funk. He brought in how rhythm sections played now as leads and all this other stuff, and the brass played.
He brought the rhythm, funk, baby.
Right? And then that changed it to more of a dance beat.
Yeah.
But what happened? Who was before James Brown? Who was the first rock and roll artist? Would you want to say the Beatles, or do you want to say Little Richard, or you want to say, you know, Chuck Berry? Like, how far do you want to go back? Because everything has its place
for sure
to where we are now. And
but like everybody now pulls from something else. Like you say rock music was this guy, but he got his sort of
from the blues or
from
jazz.
This,
Exactly.
Soul music.
Exactly.
And brought you into, you just added a little bit of heaviness onto some soul, and that made rock. Like Elvis took all of his stuff from like soul, and
that's right.
You know, it's just hard to say. I don't know. But it's just amazing how technology though has gone so much wilder, because now like I can record a whole album on this computer.
Yes.
Where I don't need anybody else in the room.
Right.
It's me,
right,
a microphone, and a couple cables.
Yep.
And I'm doing all my shit, a bunch of adapters and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I don't know the technical terms because I'm an idiot. But the doohickeys, you know, you need the doohickeys and the yahoos to plug in things. And then you just need a program, and everything is done. Yep. Programs even have like, what kind of, you know, pedal do you want to have?
Distortion.
Do you want to have a clean? Do you want to have this? And you just click on that and you plug your thing in and you're playing straight to it. Yep. You have different drums, things that you can do it all on your computer. You don't even need to play a drum set. You can do it all on here.
I mean, we have proof just from what your brother did for our theme song. Yeah, that was all generated.
No, he actually asked me recently. He's like, hey, man. He's like, new season. It's been, 50 some odd episodes. He's like, do you want a new song? I said, no.
Okay.
Yeah. I said, I love it, man.
I wouldn't be impartial to it.
I said, no. I said, no, this is us. This is where we are, man.
Yeah, this makes us.
Because then what? All of a sudden, we're just going to have something different. He's like, well, maybe like he's like, I was like, nah, dude. Theme? I love it, man.
No,
I every time, like just even now, I know I said it last time, but just as it was playing before the intro started, I was fucking like jamming. Like, I love this song, man.
Of course. We know what it is, and we know it's ours. Like,
it's ours. Like, that's it. I don't want to, maybe who knows? Somewhere down the road, if we feel like it. Like, I mean, honestly,
we'll have a choir.
I'll tell you something. Like, you guys have to listen. They listen to it.
Yes.
You think I listen to this fucking shit? I don't listen to this show. No, I'm just joking.
That's why our numbers are down.
Yeah, because one number I ain't fucking listening to. I don't know why any idiots are listening. No, I'm just joking.
Oh, man.
All right, dummies, like, follow, and subscribe. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, exactly. If you want more of this, if you want to be more berated.
You fucking idiots. Like, follow, and subscribe. Share to your friends. What's wrong with you?
But, yeah, going back to the technology and the music and everything else. I'm following this guy now, and again, it was one of those magic reels, and I'm looking at this guy, what he does with a drone camera.
There's some cool stuff, man.
Oh my God. Yeah. And it's like, I'm looking at it and going, well, this is going to kill the film industry in some form or fashion.
Because I'll tell you something.
Okay.
Michael Bay's new movie, Ambulance or whatever.
Yeah, Wambulance.
A Wambulance. Yeah. It's Wambulance. He hired a kid who's like the best drone driver, who doesn't do it for film, just does it for fun, to do the drone scenes.
Okay.
And it was explosions and stuff like that. And he said, okay, this is what you're going to do. He's like, we're going to do this, blah, blah, blah. And the kid's like, all right, how many chances do I get? Michael Bay goes, you got one chance because we're going to explode this truck. And the kid's like, all right. And he fucking nailed it, man.
Yeah.
And like the drone technology, like a lot of things in film, like anytime you see like a high up thing and you see something following, it comes low and stuff, it's all drone. Yeah, it's all drone. Now, like back in the day, I think they had like the cranes, right? That would just follow along and like drive, like, because there's cranes on vehicles.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the times, like there's cars. There's even electric ones now. Did you see that?
Yeah.
No more no gas. It's electric. It's pretty cool. And because they're quiet.
Right.
They're amazing. So any sort of like car chase or car drive or something, there's an actual car following another car that's got cameras. So you'll have the director sitting on there, the script supervisor. Sometimes you have like a grip or something, anything that might change on the truck or whatever. And it's amazing stuff. But now drones are phenomenal, man. You want to do it like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones. Like that type of stuff when you're like way up and then you just like swoop in and you see a giant army of people coming. Yeah. That's a tiny little fucking drone.
Yeah.
Or some of them are big. Some of them are a lot bigger than you think, eh?
Well, they have to hold
from
like the heavy ones,
the ones we use.
Yeah.
But it's the stuff that they do is just phenomenal, man. Like they're the best thing.
This footage, and I know I'm going to be teasing it, but I want you to see it. It's like 2 seconds. Mm-hmm. And just so, because I want to hear your live reaction to it, because it really is insane. When
you fucking put me on the spot, man. The fucking questions about my favorite song or my one song I can listen to or the movie that describes me.
Well, now you got your chance to answer.
Split. I told you it's Split, man.
Really?
No. I don't fucking know what it is, man. It's Basic Instinct. It's Freaky Friday, baby. That's my jam.
Okay.
All right. But no, it's quite amazing stuff. The drone work, and I haven't seen that movie, but I probably won't. Whoa! Holy shit! That's amazing.
Like you have to map out obviously where you're shooting.
I mean, you think he did it slow first and then did it fast? I have
no idea how he scouted it. There's obviously no tricks of the trade.
There's no way going through that tube
that you didn't smash everything.
Like how did you know? You know?
Right.
Wow, I'm fucking impressed, man.
Yes. Like this scares me watching this going. We need to up our skills because like. That will be
those guys who are doing it for film are making a gajillion fucking dollars.
Props departments are going to be like, can you get us another drone?
No, we'll never have to get drones. No, sir.
Well, that might be the job. That might be that. I don't see how that couldn't be like the next Star Wars.
They probably did use that for Star Wars.
Not yet.
They used drones for Star Wars. They must have, man.
Maybe in the TV shows.
I think in the movies, like the newer ones, they must have done some stuff with drones. They're building big sets. I mean, it's green screen, like a lot of it, and majority of it's green screen. Yeah. But I'm sure they can do like into a green blah blah blah. And
but that is like so real time.
Oh yeah, they built a bit like parts of the set that the drone's going to drive through.
Yeah, and
then just green screen the Tatooine or whatever.
Yeah,
there's a guy in the lot where I'm working.
Okay,
has a Tatooine license plate. It's like TA2 Tatooine ONE or something.
Okay.
Fucking nerd. No, I'm just joking. I thought it was great. I read it first. I'm like, what is that? What is that? Yeah. And then finally I'm like, fuck, it's Tatooine, man.
I love the fact that you took a picture that I took back in, I want to say 2009, 2010.
Oh, you're talking about the Bruce Willis?
The Bruce Willis duck.
Yeah, the duck.
Because I know that's the third floor.
Third floor. That's right. Yeah.
And you look up and it's just like the
I
sticker.
fucking died of laughter when I saw that.
I did too,
man.
and I had to take a picture. And like I said, that's
amazing.
Almost like 12 years later.
It's so man. I mean, no one took it down.
Yeah.
But there's like, you know what makes just like stupid little pictures make me laugh now.
Right.
Because like I took a picture of this. I was out shopping, whatever.
Right.
Just this made me laugh. I don't know why. All it says is a sign that says all deliveries in rear. I just started laughing. I'm like, I gotta take a picture of this. Like it's like the stupidest thing, man. Like your mom, like your mother, Trebek. But yeah, man, I don't know. Oh, this is the fucking meal prep stuff I'm doing. That's all right.
Decent.
It's fucking chicken, right? I'm not showing you guys. Make your own. Fucking, you're adults. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's enough.
We got time.
I've had enough.
Oh, speaking of which, I want to say something that you don't know about this, but I'm going to add at the end of the show. Something I want to start doing more regularly with this show, especially with the weather getting better. I know we talked about it last year. Really haven't got a chance to, and this is where I'm kind of reaching out.
My mic now, like for some reason. Sorry,
it's reaching out to the community. I want to start doing balcony sessions where I have musical guests come to my place.
It's loud out there, don't you think?
No. We'll do it like now. It's not loud at all. We'll do it, and acoustic sessions. Bring your instruments. We'll do a little small show outside, get the music going out into the public.
That's cool.
And I'll shoot you. And to say this, to start it off.
Not like that, though.
To start it off, I recorded my mom last Tuesday.
Nice.
Playing her violin.
Oh, sick.
Almost on the anniversary mark of when she did it for the first time on her balcony. She saw an older couple on the bottom floor of where she was living. She goes, "Would you mind if I played for you?" And I said, "No, of course."
Yeah.
And this is right at the time when we were all still kind of locked down. So she started playing the music, and they loved it. And all of a sudden, next thing you hear are more applause above her.
Oh, amazing.
Can you play some more? And like, so my mom now is giving them a full concerto on violin.
Start charging fucking tickets
for the building.
And Mom, make some goddamn money.
Well, she's doing a show with the Cambridge Symphony Orchestra. Again, it's dated now, but May 7th, 2022.
Yep.
The Cambridge Symphony Orchestra is doing the return show from like 2 years off.
Cool.
And they're doing a Beethoven thing. So
sweet.
Amazing.
That's
she's
great
already like psyched out for it.
Amazing.
Been weeks on rehearsals to do it, to get it ready. But yeah, I just figured I wanted to share a magical moment, return that magical moment.
I think that's great. So she did it here.
Yes. On my balcony. So I have it recorded, so I'm going to add it to the end of this episode as we go off, and then we'll say our goodbye and whatever else, and then that'll be the end of it. And then you get to see my mom play a violin that she's played ever since she was like 6 years old.
That's amazing.
138-year-old violin.
That's how old her violin is?
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, so
centuries.
So she loves it.
Well, then, how do we do this? We just do a little pause and be like, and now do you want me to like
goodbye, and then after just.
Or do you want to do it like in the end, and then we'll come back to us? Is that how you want it? We'll figure that out.
Yeah, maybe. We'll figure it out.
Anyway, so this might be here is where you're gonna hear Tom's mom, or it might not be. It's gonna be a surprise for you and me.
It'll be edited in.
It's gonna be a surprise. It's just probably gonna be on the video. Right? It wouldn't
it's
be
a surprise to mom too. Yeah, it's on the video. It's pre-taped.
It won't be on here. It won't be on the audio only. It'd be just video only.
Yeah. That's right.
Okay,
that's right. It'll be video only.
Sorry, all right. Well,
guys.
People on the fucking
YouTube
audio
exclusive only.
Fucking go online.
YouTube
watch our ugly faces. Okay, let's we'll end the show. Thank you so much to everybody for tuning in again. You can find us on our social media pages. Is Grunts and Grumbles Official is our Facebook and our Instagram.
Yep.
Grunts and Grumbles Podcast is our YouTube channel. You can find me at ZomVinny.
And I'm TG Wheelman, as always. Whenever.
All the time. And like, follow, subscribe, and share, dummies.
Yes.
For fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
All right. I love you. Whatever you I
love you too. Just like, I don't know. It's like we don't really even know each other, you know?
We're
getting there. Time. We're in the knowing phases.
All right, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.